Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be very interesting, very much spilling tea. Just basically about how I realized I had fake bitches around me. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to go down a series of stories because it's really a lot that went on that caused all this bullshit. And I'm going to go from start to finish. So let's start from the beginning where all of this started. All of this separation, all of this started with Faith. Faith's weird ass found herself, separating herself from the friend group. We all had a friend group because she wanted space, cool, whatever. Take your space, babe. Nobody really cared about her taking her space. We let her. But the thing was that we all collectively thought was fake was that you saying that you don't want to go outside. You want space from everybody. You want space from outside and shit. But you going out with other bitches and you going out with other people. Bitch, you could go about your life, bitch. Nobody cares. Nobody gives not one fuck. For me, it's a little different because you, my best friend, you supposed to be my kid's godmother. I'm communicating with you, knowing that you're going through your whatever you're going through. I'm communicating with you, letting you know that it's okay if you want your space. Let me know, when you want to talk and shit like that. You want to, make yourself weird. You want to move weird. You're not even checking up on these kids. Girl, fuck you. Real shit, fuck you. You could go about your life. So after that was just that with me and her. I sent her a conclusion text message, and that was that with her. I washed my hands with that bitch. You're done. Bye. Out of here. Next, we're gonna hop into how Azalia and Adia got into their thing. And mind you, at the time that Faith separated herself, Azalia and Adia was still, talking. All of us were still in the friend group. We were still chilling, you know what I'm saying? Now, all of this with Adia and Azalia started because they had their own situation where they had, a conversation about molestation and shit like that. And the shit that be flying out this girl mouth just be ridiculous. And, us as her friends, we took that shit because, that's her. We're going to accept you as you are. And that's just what it was with her. But it's just sometimes, situations where things that come out your mouth, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. And us as real-ass people, it don't matter if you're a friend or not. We can't correct you on shit that you say or shit that you be thinking, as, friends, and it just be that. Bitch, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you for real. So the shit that be flying out her mouth, with that conversation, rubbed the deal off the wrong way. And that conversation, I know she said, ended in her saying that'll be the next bitch problem if the cops was called. Because the whole conversation started about molestation and cops being called. But I'm not bad to even get into all of that. The situation that happened between me and Azalia, why we stopped talking, is because it was one day I walked into Adia's house. It was a situation with her and her baby father. I walked into her house and she was sweeping, telling the nigga get out her house. There's a broken mirror, glass shattered everywhere. Mind you, she has 3 boys. So the boys is in the house. They're running all over the place. Furniture is everywhere. The house looks like it's been a tornado ran through it, right? So I just straight grabbed the broom from Adia, just helping her clean, just being a friend, just helping her clean up, letting her go through whatever she's going through, dealing with what she's dealing with. They're continuing to argue. Mind you, I've been there while they argued before. I never cared about arguing. Arguing is arguing. Every relationship goes through arguing, right? But I'm hearing the argument get really heated. It's getting really, really heated. To the point where I feel like in front of me, this nigga would think that he's comfortable enough to put his hands on her. So I straight tell the nigga, I didn't even give a fuck. If you put your hands on her in front of me, I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. I don't give a fuck. I'm a cop caller. You're not going to put your hands on my friend in front of me. I don't care who it is. Because after that, they just went back to the back and forth. That whole night was just chaos. They was just going back and forth. She just really wanted the nigga to get out her house. And I don't know what's wrong with niggas, why they just can't leave. When someone asks you to leave, just leave, bro. You're not wanted, so leave. They just going back and forth, back and forth. I'm just there, just there for support because I'm not leaving, nigga. If you there, I'm going to stay there, especially if you're still there. Even if I was planning to leave, I was not leaving unless you left, right? Because you're not going to hit my friend. You're not. I'm not going to leave and allow her to be in that situation. So we ended up leaving. The nigga locks her out her house. So now we're outside. We're locked out. We're locked out, right? I'm telling my friend, whenever you're ready, I'm calling the cops. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. Just let me know. We could touch a button. You feel me? Anyway, so we end up back in the house. The nigga ends up leaving finally. That was the end of that. Come to find out, the next day, he comes to her house, looks at her kids, and tells them, I'm sorry for what you about to see right now, and proceeds to beat her ass in the house in front of them. Unfortunately, I was not there that day. Mad as fuck that I wasn't. But he got what was coming to him because that situation ended out in her, like, fighting for her life physically. Like, niggas had knives. Like, niggas was trying to, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like, this is the worst it ever got. Like, ever got. Like, to the point she ran outside her house, like, asked the neighbor to call the cops because the nigga was doing a whole bunch of shit. When the cops came, the cops found the nigga hiding on the roof. On the roof. Like, that was the end of that. She ended up getting an order of protection on the nigga. And that was that. That was the ending of that situation. I think they did have another situation too. But, you know, after the order of protection is set, like, you know, you're fucked after that as a nigga. You're fucked. After that situation, Azalia found herself calling my phone trying to, I don't know what she thought she was doing, but she was not doing shit, right? But she called my phone. Oh, you know, I wanted to call you because you my girl and I'm not liking what my brother is saying about you. Okay, what is your brother saying about me? Oh, that you didn't, you know, because I know you're a person for minding your business and not inserting yourself and whatever, but he said that you had said that you was going to call the cops on him, and I did. I did say that because he was about to put his hands on my friend in front of me. I would have did that for any of my friends. I would have did that for you even, right? Oh, well, if you would have did that for me, well, that it would have been a situation because I would have been right back under that nigga. I don't give a fuck what you would have did right after I called the cops, bitch. Like, that's your business. But in front of me, bitch, the cops is getting called. You're not getting your shit slapped in front of me. Are you stupid? Like, I'm not fighting no nigga for you at all, either. The cops are getting called. Oh, well, then, well, that would have been another situation if you had called the cops. Okay, well, it would have just been that. It would have been whatever situation you wanted it to be, babe. It would have been whatever situation you wanted it to be. And that was the end of that phone call. And at the end of the phone call, we established that it was just going to be agree to disagree. Like, that's your opinion, that's my opinion. And it's okay to have different opinions in friendships. It's okay. You feel me? That shouldn't have did anything to our relationship. But it did. Because the bitch is weird. So apparently the bitch had beef automatically. Like, that's beef now. So now the bitch is talking shit about me, you know, talking shit about Adia, talking shit about the whole situation. And now I'm finding out about it, bitch. Because your brother is going to Adia talking mad shit about how you're talking mad shit. And that's just mad funny. She always steady worried about how the fuck Adia is always finding shit out. Because of your brother, babe. Your brother. Your brother used to say a bunch of shit to her trying to think that it was going to get under her skin. When really it's just exposing the fake bitch that you are, babe. Every time. It used to really flabbergast us because I really still was in the mind state like, you know, like, no, it can't be. It can't be. Like, this bitch would never do that. That's our friend. It can't be. When it was all along. It was. You feel me? So after that situation, that's what started that whole wedge between me and this bitch because I'm starting to realize, like, bitch, you're weird. Like, why the fuck are you talking shit? Why are you talking shit when the conversation was already done, when everything was already dealt with, right? You're a weird-ass bitch. After that, after I'm hearing that the bitch is talking shit, I'm getting confused now, right? So I text the bitch like, yeah, I'm confused because we ended off the conversation with the way we ended it off. Why the fuck am I hearing that my name is being brought up in conversations about this, and that, and then I'm being called weird because I'm still hanging out with Adia? Like, I swear to God, like, if someone tells you that they're uncomfortable with something, especially as a friend, I will understand. You know what I'm saying? Azalia was my friend first. I met Adia through Azalia. If Azalia simply had told me, I don't feel comfortable with you still hanging out with Adia, I wholeheartedly on my kids would have respectfully told Adia, I cannot hang out with you because Azalia does not feel comfortable with that. You feel me? But the bitch always made it seem like she never cared. She never cared that I was still friends with her. And that was the whole thing. Like, bitch, you did care. You cared a lot. And that's why you mad, still to this day. You mad as fuck. Because me and Adia is still mad cool. And we're going to be cool. You feel me? Because I'm not going to be fake or weird for none of you bitches. I don't care how y'all try to paint the picture. I don't care what y'all storyline is. This is the real story right here, babe. The real bread and butter. So, yeah, after that situation, I texted her. Like, you know, I'm confused. What's going on? And to call me. So she called me. And it was just her confirmation of why she was just being weird. Like, oh, she felt like I was being one-sided with Adia, and everything she told me went back to her, and then she would start retaliating back to her. Girl, nobody was doing none of that. Nobody. Like, everything that you was thinking was false, and it was mad funny to us. We was laughing at you, bitch. Like, no funny shit. We was laughing at how weird you bitches is. Like, you're so weird that you swear everybody else is weird. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, bitch, you're doing the weird shit, and you think that we is. We are laughing at you in real life because we realizing, like, wow, this bitch is really weird. Like, you felt like I was being one-sided and this, and that. Bitch, I don't really care at this point. Like, I don't give a fuck. Nobody was being one-sided. Nobody was doing none of that sneaky shit. You was just a weird-ass bitch. That's what really happened, bitch. All the minions that she got around her. After the whole situation with Azalia, I did call Shaka. I wrote Shaka, actually, and he called me because I felt more, you know, closer to Shaka because we were, like, the same sign. So I felt like when we were talking, you know, it seemed like it was somebody else listening. It seemed like he was saying, what he was saying was like, you know, we was having a conversation, but he was fully defending Azalia. Like, fully defending Azalia. Understandable. That's your friend. Cool. I don't give a fuck about none of that. In the conversation, I told him, like, you know, I didn't really care for the other people in the friendship group really distancing themselves from me. But I did care about him because, you know, I felt close to him. But I guess that offended the girl he was at, you know, her house. I guess that offended her because later on that day, the bitch unfollowed me. I didn't really care. Bitch, bye. That's what confirmed to me that he was still at the bitch house and the bitch did hear my conversation with him. Which was sneaky as fuck on Shaka's because that's weird as fuck. Like, why are y'all so weird? Why are y'all so weird, bro? Like, you could have just said, yo, I'm at Naomi's house. Let's talk about it. You feel me? Like, you're weird as fuck to have this bitch secretly sitting there listening to our conversation. I'm thinking that I'm just talking to you. You're weird as fuck. And and that's why I did it, because I knew that you would do that. You feel me? I knew that you was gonna do that. So that's exactly why I made it my business to text you while you was there, so that we can have a conversation while you was there. And it ended up just like how I thought it would be. With Monasia now, you know, I still was fucking with her. I thought she was a very genuine person. Like, I genuinely thought she was a very genuine, nice person. So, you know, I still, like, you know, was cool. It was just cordial. You feel me? Still had her on the media. It was never nothing. I never cared about where it would go because I know you would pick your friend's side. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Never cared about that. And she found herself trying to DM me about my post on my story. Like, anybody could tell you anything I post on my story, I've been posting on my story. Before any of fallouts, anything. I always talk about bitches. All my life, I've dealt with weird bitches. I'm always going to talk about that all my life. You feel me? So the bitch felt, like, compelled to DM me for her friend, thinking, like, I'm, like, throwing subs. That I don't care for none of y'all. I don't. And that's exactly what I told her in the DM. Like, I don't care for none of y'all. I'm talking about who I'm talking about. I'm talking about anybody. You feel me? From my video from New Year's. And if y'all wasn't so worried, y'all wasn't so bothered, y'all wouldn't care about what other people's doing if y'all really wasn't so bothered. You feel me? So the fact that you even DM me on your friend's behalf just showed exactly how y'all felt. Y'all was both bothered. And you're more bothered for your friend. Why do you care so much? Why did she care? Like, I don't understand why she cared so much. Like, this had nothing to do with y'all. And that's what's really mad funny. It had nothing to do with you bitches. Have nothing to do with y'all. This is a situation between her being weird and the people she was being weird with. Why the fuck are y'all involving yourselves in it? It just makes y'all look equally as weird and just stupid as fuck. You guys look like minions. You guys look like minions. You feel me? And if any of y'all feel a way about it, I'm right here as well. Y'all have my social medias as well. I don't follow all y'all weird asses, but my DMs are always open. I don't care how long I was friends with somebody. Once you weird, once I find out you weird, you're out of here. You're out of here. Which is why I was so quick to wash my hands with Faith. Always get in the field. We could always run that for the one time and be over it. But don't start popping it on the media. Like, you want to do this weird, petty shit. Like, you don't care. If you're so unbothered, stay unbothered. Because the moment that you seem like you bothered, I'm going to make you feel real bothered. You feel me? You got to link up with the bitch that you said was weird because she was moving weird to the whole friend group. Hate to see us together. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about both of y'all. Like, both of y'all could die today. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. None. Because once you're weird, you're weird. Like, it's nothing to it. Like, you look disgusting to me. Like, it's nothing you do that's gonna bother me. You're a disgusting bitch. You're weird. Like, there's nothing ever that you could do that could bother me. You feel me? Like, y'all just two weird bitches in the same space. I did post a picture saying that both of y'all is weird as fuck. Because I wanted the world to know at this point. Like, what you did was just try to, like, get under my skin. And, you know, I let the bitch get under my skin that day because I did retaliate. But it never, like, I never cared. But that's the end of my story time. You know, that's how everything happened. And, yeah, I hope I never run into these bitches again. If I do, if y'all need that, we can get that. Amen? Amen. Thanks for tuning into my video. I hope you guys loved it. If you guys want more story times, let me know what you want to hear. Yeah. Thanks for tuning into my video. I'm out.